I'm sorry, but I got a lot of bad news from Ubisoft to Overwatch and even more. All that and more. My name's Ethos, and these are your top 5 stories for this week's Free-to-Play Weekly. Coming in number 5, as the latest Overwatch League champions were crowned, questions started to arise on the future of the Isle, and now it looks like it's been confirmed that the competitive Overwatch League is officially dead, followed a statement from GG Recon. Now, what exactly the future holds for this shooter's competitive reach isn't entirely clear, though there is speculation at the moment that Blizzard will be partnering with some third-party tournament organizers such as ESL, Faceit Group, and WDG's Esports to handle the future of Overwatch's esports. Coming in at story number 4, WB Games wants to dive deeper into games as a service, as CEO David Zaslav has said the focus should be more on live service games going forward in today's earning call. He said in the earning call that our focus is transforming our biggest franchises from largely console and PC based, with 3 to 4 years release schedules, to including more ways on gameplay through live services, multi-platform and free-to-play extensions, with the goal of having more players spending more time on more platforms. Ultimately, we want to drive engagement and monetization of longer cycles and at higher levels. We have put specific capabilities, and we are currently under scale and see significant opportunity to generate greater post-purchase revenue. WB Games had a big hit on their hands this year with Hogwarts Legacy, and during an earnings call, it was revealed that the players have put over 700 million hours into that game. But Hogwarts Legacy isn't a live service game, so they of course think that they can monetize those 700 million hours. As I'm sure everybody watching this video knows, that we have seen the constant failure of live service games over the past couple of years, and even WB Games has seen failure in this market following the shutdown of multiverses. Once again, we the consumers ask developers and publishers to simply make good games, and not something that's going to be manipulating us to play it longer. And coming in story number 3, Square Enix is going through a financial roller coaster. According to the company's financial earnings from April to September 2023, Square Enix reported net sales of $1.1 billion, making a 5% increase compared to the previous year. However, profits saw a significant decline, with a 58% decrease, amounting to only about $110 million. The WB Games sub-segment of the company experienced substantial growth, though, with a net sale reaching $290 million. That's a 49% increase, and it's largely attributed to the release of Final Fantasy XVI, which sold over 3 million copies. Still, it fell short of SE's high-end sales expectations. All things considered, though, Square Enix is still optimistic. The company projects a 5% year-on-year increase in net sales for the fiscal year ending in March 2024, with a forecast of $2.4 billion. Star Ocean: The Second Story R is already out, and Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, as well as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, are all on the horizon. Also, Final Fantasy XIV is coming to the Xbox in spring 2024, plus the new expansion Dawn Trail launches the summer that follows. And coming to story number 2, sadly, it looks like I'm here to once again report more layoffs from game studios, and it feels like a weekly thing at this point. It looks like Ubisoft has announced that they are reorganizing their Canadian studios, which has affected 124 people. Back in January, Ubisoft has said that they've wanted to cut around 200 million euros in cost over the next 2 years. Over the past few months, every team within Ubisoft has been exploring ways to streamline their operations and enhance their collective efficiency so that they are better positioned for success in the long term. In this context today, they're announcing that they're reorganizing their Canadian studios' general and administrative functions and reducing the headcount in Hybrid, their VFX studio based in Montreal, and their global IT team, which impacts 124 positions overall. Ubisoft says it will continue to look to hire highly talented people for their biggest brands and live services. I'm sure some highly talented people were unfortunately just let go. And coming in number 1, your biggest story this week. As we all know by now, the Embracer Group has been undergoing a lot of changes lately, mostly consolidating or axing companies under its umbrella. Last week, the company said goodbye to COO Egil Stunke. A statement from Stunke on LinkedIn noted that he left the company with mixed feelings, as he was grateful for having the chance to work with the one-of-a-kind Lars Wingfors and others of the company. He noted that he was also excited to move on to build his own company, aptly named Strunke Games. Strunke Games will provide support and consult with game studios and companies around the world. Strunke's departure comes after a rough year at Embracer. The company's stock dropped back in May, costing the company about $2 billion. Following that, Embracer announced layoffs as part of its restructuring plans. In August, they shuttered Volition, and in September, the company announced more restructuring, and just a few days ago, layoffs were also announced at Cryptic Studios. It's not unlikely that we'll see even more of this same type of news story coming up in the coming months. And that moves us to the question of the week, with WB Games vowing to double down on live service games. Let me know in the comment section below if you think it's going to pay off for them in the next couple of years, or is it going to blow up all in their face? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. These are your top 5 stories for this week's Free-to-Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out MMOBomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name's Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.